Hi everybody, foXnoMad here, and today I want to help you travel smarter by bringing you to one of the oldest and most famous places to get Turkish pide here in Trabzon, Turkey. And that's Rüştü'nün Fırını, which is right back there. I just had a massive pide meal with cheese and butter, and it was so good, and I can't wait to show you. So I'm at Rüştü'nün Fırını, which means Rüştü, which is a name, his oven. And this place is one of the oldest pide places in Trabzon. And pide is a sort of, it's basically dough with cheese or meat stuffed inside. And here they have three different kinds, mainly with cheese, meat, or a mix. I'm going with the cheese one, and this is one of the best places in town and one of the oldest places in town that's been making it by hand since 1920. And I gotta say, I just walked in here. It's late in the day. It's usually a lunchtime is when it's busy here, but everybody was so friendly and happy and keen to show off the baking process. And they also make bread fresh, so you have a lot of people picking up their bread for their dinner. So they're picking up bread for their evening dinner at home. But the pide is what's being made in the oven right now to order. So first they're gonna take the dough, open that up, and then make it into a little boat by just sort of hand knocking it down and kneading it and then creating this little boat. On top of that then goes the cheese, and this is a kaşar cheese, which is a sort of oily cheese that melts very nicely. It's got a slightly bitter taste to it, and it's very soft and gooey. So they put that in the middle, then you create the little sides of the boat there. You create that little sides of the boat, and once it's in this shape, which is kind of this elongated shape with both ends pinched to keep all the cheese inside, then it goes straight into the oven where it's cooked fresh, and then you just have to wait. So we're just waiting for the pide right now. And I'm really looking forward to it. Just the atmosphere in here, it's really beautiful. The walls just make it feel as old as it is, and it's got a very classic and nice feel to it. And like I said, everybody in here is very warm, from the customers to the staff. It's a really nice environment, and it's on this little street. There's just a mosque across the street, and it's a quieter part of the market here in Trabzon, and it's like a 5-minute walk from the city center. And pide is a big deal in Trabzon. It is found pretty much everywhere. It's pretty common in Turkey, but in this city especially, the pide competition, the pide arms race that's happening has been going on for a very long time. And here they have a head start on it because they've been doing it pretty much longer than any of the other ovens that have been open in the city. And I am really excited to try this. I can't wait. I know it's in the oven right now and it's cooking. And the walk to get here is really nice. You go through these meandering markets where there's a lot of clothes being sold, and it really has that sort of feel of the classic markets that in the 80s and 90s that I got to visit and I was used to. Alright, and pide. Çok teşekkür ederim.
Afiyet olsun. Öncelikle hoş geldiniz tekrardan.
Oh, and the pide is here. Look at this. Alright, so the pide has arrived, and you can just look at that. Alright, so this is fresh out of the oven. And first of all, it smells absolutely incredible. You have this smell which is of the kaşar cheese, but it's kind of like almost like a mozzarella. So it has a little bit of a mozzarella smell to it. And on top, there is the oil and the butter is just swimming around on the top there, and it looks amazing. And like I mentioned, it's in this boat shape with both of the sides pinched off here, and a knife here to help you cut it. Of course, a little napkin for cleanup later. And then there you go. So you take this, and you're gonna, let's start with the oiler side. You're gonna, oh, and it's hot. It's really hot, and the dough and the bread on the sides here is really soft. So the inside is really soft. It's crispy on the outside. As soon as I squeeze down on it, it just collapses in. You can see the steam, just coming off of that. It is, looks so good. Get a little bit of that oil just coming off there. That is incredible. The cheese is so soft and the oil is just, oh man, it's awesome. Absolutely incredible. Mostly butter, and it tastes fantastic because it's a little bit burned at the top from the oven, which gives it a nice sort of that burnt flavor, but it's not too much. It's really, really good. Honestly, I'm not just saying that because I'm here. Might be one of the best pide I've ever had in my life. It's because of this cheese mixture here, which makes it so, it's just so, I mean, look at that. Look at the oil and the cheese just dripping off of there. Ooh, look at all that oil just, see all that oil just, I'd give you a close-up, but my hands are covered in oil. You just see all of that flowing off the bread, and then this is the bite. I'm gonna take this, wrap the cheese around there. Clearly this is not a light meal, it is a big and heavy meal. And if the grease isn't dripping off your fingers, then you're not doing it right. Look at that. Look at that. When I walked in, everybody wanted to show me how things were made, how things were done. Take shots of this. Make sure you get how I'm making it this way. Very proud of the food here, and it's definitely, it shows. And they have a lot to be proud of. All right, one of the best, like I said, one of the best pide I've ever had. I will leave a link to this down in the description under the subscribe button where you can find this place if you want to come here. They're open pretty early in the morning, about 7 or 8 a.m. and close around 7 at night. Sides of the little boat pinch and pull, and then look at the cheese. See how sticky and just creamy that cheese is. Very much like a mozzarella, and it has the same consistency, although it's a little bit softer, and the taste is a little bit more, it's got more of a bite to it, just a slight bite to it compared to mozzarella. And I love the atmosphere. I love all the things that have been written about it, all the newspaper clippings on the wall. I love the photos. I just love the family who's running the place. The stone in the walls. Just to look from the outside, it stands out on the street compared to the other pide places in town. One of the best. Definitely a place you should come and try. It may change your opinion on pide. Like I said, you can get this with ground beef as well, or you can get a mix. And if you get a mix, they make it in this round shape, so it's not a boat shape, it's the round shape. The boat shape is more of the classical pide shape. The round one is less typical, but it creates like a little boat for the little raft for the ground beef. Thank you very much for joining me on this meal. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'll have new videos for you coming up from the rest of Turkey and also from the rest of the world in new videos every week. So if you hit the subscribe button, you won't miss any of those. And you won't miss all these places that you can find out where you can get food like this around the world. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. This is so good. I'm so heavy that I'm sweating. Probably from all the oil that's coming out into my stomach and coming out of my pores. But it is really, really good.